God. Welcome to Roast with the Host Morning Show. I'm Kraig Smith.
And I'm Daisy Suleika.
The big nose nigga with the gift, Kraig Smith. Daisy, how was your night?
It was good. It was long. I was super hooked on the Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series, so I watched like 4 last night, and I went to sleep pretty nice watching that.
I hear it's just like pretty much like homosexual love story murder.
Yeah.
A lot of gay scenes, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that you don't really want to watch around children or anything like that. There were a lot of awkward moments where I had to kind of like I kind of would fast forward it because it was kind of just it was so weird.
Really?
It was just so
What was
strange.
the weirdest thing about the Dahmer thing? Well, give me the top 3 weirdest things.
The first one, I had to say that he fantasized over flesh that was shiny.
What?
Yeah, so when he would take out any part of the organ, it would arouse him sexually when he would see like the liquid, like the glossy part of the body part. So he'll like go off on that. He was touching himself while thinking about an organ that he took out in class of an animal.
Oh wow.
He remembered that, and he was just like and he attempted to try to watch women pornography, and he just couldn't. He couldn't like focus on that. And then he would picture body organs, and
Yeah.
so that one was weird. And then
He was attracted to insides. Guts.
Oh, wow.
right.
I mean, all men like guts. We like to be inside a woman.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I mean,
all in your guts.
I'm all in your guts, baby.
Oh,
You know, yeah, that's disgusting. I wonder what. Now I hear that his father was a killer too, right?
Yeah, according to that, his father was a killing, but I mean, going based on this is what someone told me, but going based on what I researched and the film, he wasn't. His mom was off though. His mom was like out of it, and she would drink a lot of medication when she was pregnant. That
she would drink a lot of medication?
yeah,
Oh, dang.
because she couldn't handle the feeling of feeling pregnant, and she would drink like Oxydol. I don't know, this particular medicine that definitely could affect the baby, and his dad thinks that it
I wish I was in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer. I wish I was one of the dudes that beat him to death.
Because then he's the one with the broomstick up the...
I forget how they did it, but I know they beat him to death in prison, right?
He was cleaning the restrooms or something like that.
Oh, really?
And they got him. But I don't think he was supposed to Benadryl pop or something.
They set him
It was
up.
set him up, yeah.
That's a great guard.
yeah. Shout out to the guard.
Get rid of all these freaking weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was the second weird thing where you're like, I can't? So organ shininess got him off.
Yes.
So apparently he was OCD. He liked shiny, clean organs.
It's like
Glistening good.
right. So the psychologist that was the psychologist that was
What's your type, Gigi? Glistening guts? I like Gigi. If a woman
He was stupid.
glistening guts, I want to shine on it. I want to shellacking on it. I want to see myself in the gut. If I put myself up to the gut, I want to see my reflection in the gut. I want a shiny gut.
Shining, 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 shining.
He was a GGB, glistening gut and butt.
Oh.
That's what he was into. Glistening gut and butt.
Oh, a
Glistening
GGB.
gut and butt.
Hey.
That's what's up.
Hey.
Glistening gut and butt. That's what's up. Hey. Glistening gut and butt. Hey. That's what's up. Hey. Glistening gut and butt.
What it do?
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh. You would have ended.
Hey. Look, if he ate one of what was the second weird thing?
Got an extra
So
sauce
I
on
just
it.
wanted to comment on on his affection for the the glistening
Gut
party
and
part.
butt.
I know.
That's what's up.
So the psychologist compared it to like somebody like a male attracted to a wet vagina.
Oh, he like that wop gut.
Yeah, like he shit.
That gop.
That guy.
I was like, oof.
Oh my
So
god.
he compared it to that, and he, the psychologist was able to determine that there was an issue with him, that he was going through something that was abnormal. But
You think?
yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to comment on that. But the second weird thing was when he stole the mannequin from a store and like had sex with it.
Wow.
He raped a mannequin?
He was touching it and he was going off on the mannequin. That his grandma ended up finding and throwing to the trash. And you should have seen how pissed he got.
Really?
He's like, "Fuck, grandma! Where's my mannequin?"
So he was ahead of his time on the
He was ahead of his time.
on the sex doll shit.
Seriously.
Was it slippery?
Jeffrey Dahmer he invented sex dolls.
Oh,
Did he fashion a hole into it, or was he fucking it like it was a man or
I
a
mean,
woman?
he was just kind of like, he was weird. He'll lay with it and he'll like caress it and he'll like, he'll take his time.
he's a
like,
romantic.
Yeah, like
He's a bromantic. It's a man that can. Remember, he's gay. It's a mannequin. It's not a womankin. He's bromantic.
Let's not get it twisted.
He's whispering sweet masculinities in this mannequin's ear. Are you ready for me, bro?
Oh,
How's that feel, dude?
oh my god! I just want your arm. That's it.
Dude, oh my God.
Oh shit!
Glistening gut and butt.
Hey,
That's what's up. Damn. So what was he, a teenager when he stole the mannequin?
Yeah, I think he was in, it was during college, I think.
That nigga went to college?
Dude,
he's a phoenix.
dude, no, wait. He had 0.47 of GPA.
So what school did he get into?
I don't know I think I know he was from Milwaukee, so I don't know if it was over some school over there.
Culinary arts school.
MCC.
His parents paid for college. Like, I was like, what?
Humanary arts.
Humanary.
Wow.
Crazy.
So, I mean, his dad was definitely trying to impact him in some way. He knew his son was off, but like he was also very like, I want to say machista, like he just didn't want to believe that his son was into things like that or that he was doing anything. But he really tried to change his life around, and he tried pushing him going to college. Maybe that would help him. Maybe he could have been a surgeon. He could have been a doctor. He could have been somebody that could actually help people. But he just didn't get that help.
So you imagine a doctor that is jacking off when he inside of you because he just we got some did you see all the glistening on those guts? Like, no.
Yeah.
He'll be the creepiest doctor ever.
You better not wake up during surgery. You know that.
Like,
The fuck are you doing, doc?
I got a Dahmer in my mouth.
This nigga nut on your heart and put it back in your body. Oh man, the heart's been beating different. Something's wrong with me on the inside.
oh shit!
Is your heart pregnant? I think my heart's pregnant. So
Where's there semen in my heart?
Doctors are some of the weirdest people too, but they put education so it unweirds them because they go to school.
Are they unweird?
If you do doctor shit and you're not a doctor, you're weird.
I mean, but when you were a kid, you paid operation.
I mean, but I'm saying as an adult, you're 30, you have no education. But you've pulled a pancreas out somebody. You are weird.
No, there's a lot of people that were doctors in the other country, but not here.
Well, they're still a doctor.
Oh.
Right.
I'm talking about a nigga that work
true.
at Jiffy Lube and he go to the house and say, man, let me pull them pancreases.
Yeah.
He got a
How do you
surgery.
offer that?
He got a 2-bedroom apartment and one of the rooms is a surgery room.
Hell.
He's weird.
His man cave.
You know, his man cave, he do surgery on shit in.
I feel like you're absolutely right. That's why I think that he would have been an amazing part. You know, he could have been an amazing doctor or surgeon or something, but he wasn't there. He was trying to fight it, but he was just not all there mentally.
He'd rather eat him than heal him.
Yeah, So the third weirdest thing from the film, I think, was where he just got out of control and he just started fantasizing to the point that he cooked a body part and he ate it, like literally. Because all he was doing to the body parts were just examining them, cutting them into pieces. He would boil them. He would put them in acid. He would dehydrate the bones and crack them to their powder dust. And he was really like interested in, but to the point where he, you know, it triggered something that he just started fantasizing. Oh, like it's just, so yeah, I think the weirdest thing, it got to the point, besides all of those, it's eating the flesh. That was probably the worst. He was just eating it, like just enjoying it. And
How many episodes of it is there? Is it like a whole?
I think 10.
How many
10.
did you watch?
I think like 7.
Oh yeah, you binged last night. Huh?
you was.
Did you eat popcorn and shit, or
I can't eat while I'm watching that.
It was
shit.
a thing.
you could eat?
I can't.
Imagine hot sauce becomes something different when you're watching that.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
can't eat ketchup. I'm like,
Yeah, that's nasty.
I can't
as
do it.
fuck, man. Yeah, man, and the sick thing about it, there's still people like that out there now. There's a Dahmer out there right now, just sick and weird, and nobody knows. The weird thing about Dahmer is people knew.
Yeah.
They was calling the police on him. Even in one instant, didn't a 14-year-old kid get away, and then he brought him back?
Yeah, they bought him.
The police brought him back.
yeah.
Did they show that part?
Yes, they did.
So what happened? How did he meet the kid, or how did that scenario unfold?
So he was on his way to the liquor store, and there was a 14-year-old that was hanging out with his friends outside the liquor store, like we used to do. You know, when you wanted to get beer, you would kind of just ask a stranger, "Hey, can buy us some beer?" So he kind of approached the 14-year-old and was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, very like cool, like let's get some get some brewskis. You know what I mean?
fuck-
Get some Bruce.
And he
You
was like,
fucking
"What?"
seem cool, bro. Like, dude, are you fucking homosexual like me, bro? I just get those vibes. That's all. I'm not. How does a serial killer gay guy holler at a? You know what I mean? Like, dude, fuck. Like,
Beer and booty.
are those what kind of?
Sounds like a good time.
A little B&B.
What kind of fucking? What kind of cologne are you wearing, bro? It's just fucking beautiful, dude. Like, I'm fucking. You're so fucking cool, dude. Like, how did he get niggas back to the house?
He would lure them in with but he was just so that's the thing about him or what makes someone like that very dangerous, of how calm and collected and easygoing they make
That would scare me
seem.
more.
Like, yeah, come on, you're just gonna stay there all day? Like, come on, let's get some brewskis. And he's like, he's like, hey, I actually got some extra money, or he said something referring to giving him money, and that lured in the 14-year-old, and he followed him. They went home, and then that's where he usually, the weird thing was that he went to the army. And he learned how to about medicine,
Right.
so he used what he learned, and he would drug his victims, and just like the 14-year-old, he did that. But the 14-year-old was able to somehow, in the scuffle and everything, was able to get out. And then his neighbor.
Well, I mean, he was black, right?
No, he was Filipino.
Oh.
The one that was black is the reason why he got caught.
Yeah, all of them
It was
were
at the
black
end.
except 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, check this
Whoa.
out. So I just found this out. His father taught him how to preserve bones as a kid. So
Right.
I had it wrong about his father being a killer. His father
Yes.
was actually a scientist. And from a young age, Dahmer was fascinated with anatomy, specifically skeletons and bones. He would play with animal bones, explore how to fit them together. He was thoroughly fascinated with that, and he ended up asking his father, who was a scientist, about methods of preservation for animal remains, and that's what kind of sparked his curiosity. And he took his scientific knowledge and became a sociopath. His father just thought he was teaching his son science.
Harmless.
Yeah, methods of bleaching and preparing animal bones, never knowing that Dahmer would turn into a piece of shit.
Seriously. I mean, his father was teaching him this at fucking 4 or 5 years old with roadkill.
Really?
Yes. So it's like, you don't think that's like something oddly off to be trying to teach your 5-year-old about, body organs and all of that? I tried showing my son about like an anatomy, just like a skeleton. He was just like, no.
Wow.
Yeah,
you got to be programmed different for that shit. I can't do it. I can't fuck with blood and all that shit. I don't like to see people hurt. You know what I mean? Here's something different about Dahmer as opposed to other serial killers. Now, most serial killers start from a young age, like 4 or 5 years old, and they're doing weird shit. They're killing shit and doing weird shit. But he didn't actually kill his first victim until he was 18.
Oh, late bloomer.
Yeah. And most serial killers kill their first human at the age of 29. So they start with animals real young, and then the average age is about 29 when they kill their first victim. Yeah,
Fuck,
definitely.
That's horrific.
Yeah, he, man, crazy guy.
And they were actually going to give him jail time for the 14-year-old, but they didn't. What's it called? What is he?
Public defender?
They didn't give him time. They were just like, you know what, you're young. This was probably a mistake. Not in those words exactly, but they
he was a
released
juvenile
them.
or something? Was he a juvenile in that?
No, he wasn't. I believe he wasn't. No.
Oh, he was white. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's one of the main things that Netflix is basically trying to say, that he could have gotten caught, but because it was, African Americans or people of color that were basically calling the police on him, they didn't believe him because he was white.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's our relationship with the law in this country. They don't believe anything that we say most of the time, and we're always getting the short end of the stick. So that's definitely something the police should be held liable for.
Yeah.
Gross negligence.
It's just.
And the prosecutor who put Jeffrey Dahmer behind bars is pushing back the narrative that Netflix is putting out there, that supposedly the cops obviously ignored clues because the case was involved with gay or black people.
Right. Well, and gay and black. So I feel like he purposely chose that because he knew those two things would allow him to do a lot of.
Yes.
But check this out. So he did go to college. You were right. He went to Ohio State University.
The Ohio Buckeye.
And he failed. He dropped out of Ohio State and he joined the military under the guidance of his father. And when he joined the military, he became a combat medic. So he spent 2 years in the military from 1979 to 1981 as the member of the 2nd Battalion, 68th Armed Regiment, 8th Infantry Division. Now, on paper, it was an honorable discharge, but when you dig more into it, there was 2 reasons. I don't know the second reason, but the first reason that he was forced to honorably discharge because he caught a few sexual assault cases in the military.
Right.
He was an alcoholic. Dahmer was a serious alcoholic stemming from a very young age. Known to show up to high school drunk, covertly drink in class, and store liquor in his locker. The alcohol abuse would continue throughout his life as a way of
Like coping.
Coping with his problems, to deal with his self-loathing over his homosexuality. His alcohol abuse was also the primary reason for his discharge from the military, in conjunction with the sexual assault accusations. After an alcohol abuse program failed to show results, he was released, marked unsuitable for military service due to alcohol abuse. Even during his later crimes, he would get extremely drunk before murdering his victims to deal with the distaste for the actual act of murder.
I had read something. Someone was saying that, if he was actually wanting to do that now, he wouldn't have to do it because gay people are free to be themselves. No, he was sick. He was a psychopath.
How was it
That had nothing to
LGBTQ?
do.
Right.
Hey, you still riding with
Explain
your
the
boy.
killing, LGBTQ. He would have still been killing people, fools.
Yes.
What are they talking about, man? This they you know, I don't even want to speak on it. You know, he worked in a chocolate factory.
Oh, Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah.
As much horrible sense as Dahmer's time spent as a combat medic, I don't know how they worded that. As much horrible sense as Dahmer's time spent in a combat medic meant, bro, this is exactly what that says too. That's crazy. He worked in a chocolate factory. In what might sound like a child's dream job, anywhere outside of Willy Wonka's preview, Dahmer found a steady job working the night shift at the Ambrosia Chocolate Company in 1985.
Well, he did like black boys.
Yeah, he would spend 6 years at the job before being fired for missing shifts, most likely thanks to his continued devotion and emphasis on a sickening side gig. Yo, that first line, you need to, that shit is, I don't know who wrote that, because that's exactly as much horrible sense as Dahmer's time spent as a medic in the military or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, so he worked in the chocolate factory. So you saying that he worked there because he liked black boys?
He liked black boys and toys.
That's crazy. He tried to zombify his victims. Did you guys know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly he wanted to make a zombie sex slave.
So that's what he was saying in the movie.
Well, that's what the like at the end. Just the research I've done, that supposedly that cops found well preserved bodies.
Right.
You know, that they came into the conclusion that he was trying to make what's it called, sex slave zombies.
Oh wow. This guy's weird as shit.
Dude,
But you know what's funny? If he was today, they would call him a creative.
hell.
You know what I'm saying? He's ahead of his
so?
time. There, people here nowadays, they're so sick and they want you to embrace everybody.
They're romanticizing
and
this
like,
shit.
oh, you're zombie shaming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's hilarious.
Right,
You're serial
right.
killer shaming.
Right.
He's a person too.
Right.
I'm like,
He's
what?
a human being. You know, it's his parents' fault or everybody, you
Blame
know.
science.
Like he was mentally wrong, so you know it wasn't really him. Is he really a bad person if, you know, he didn't consciously make the decision to do it because he's sick?
Yeah.
Right. So
Like-
the weird thing is they say he wasn't a sadist though. So which is interesting to me because a sadist is someone who finds pleasure from the elongated suffering of their victims. They say because he was an alcoholic, he actually had some type of empathy, you know. But despite how contradictory that may sound, suffering was never Dahmer's goal for his victims, shown by
Right.
his reliance on alcohol to follow through with the crimes. Dahmer was driven by a goal of complete sexual submission. He was driven by complete sexual submission. Perhaps the most unfortunate evil act inspired by this was his attempt to create a mindless sexual servant made out of the body parts of all of his victims.
That's the reason also why he drugs them, because he doesn't want to see them like in pain or see them suffer. And in the
So ridiculous. Like, he didn't want to see them suffer.
Right.
He cared. Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous.
right. And in the film they show how he was fighting with himself in a way, because it seemed like I don't know, like maybe almost at the end there was a guy that he was actually kind of like falling for, and he like stopped himself like twice by not drugging him and killing him.
Oh, I didn't know it was a love story.
See how Hollywood does?
Yeah, so
What do you mean you fall and you can't? He has no fucking emotions,
Right, he's not capable.
only impulses. Fall. So he was about to stab him. I can't do this.
Dude, he had a hammer, and he's like, oh, I'll be back. He was deaf. The guy that he was falling in love with or whatever, that he was deaf. And he was
I made it worse.
sweet. He was like, he wrote in the little paper, like, I'll be back. Like, I'm not going to leave you. I'll be back. And he kind of like turned around and was like, oh shit. Like, and then he left and he didn't kill him. And then like, he's like, he came back like, forgot my keys. You know what I mean?
And then he killed him.
And then he didn't get out back out. But I think that's the guy that he ended up like hanging out with the most, falling like, and he still ended up killing him, but he elongated that one. I think that he was kind of fighting with himself and how he felt. I think, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, but that's what the series.
Wow. Damn, the ultimate weirdo, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, God.
Has anyone watched this Jeffrey Dahmer movie? If you have, please call in so we can talk about it. 818-925-0273. The Jeffrey Dahmer movie. What is the hidden agenda with this movie? Is it just a movie, or are they trying to get us to think a different way about weirdos? I want to hear your opinion. 818-925-0273.
All right.
The Dahmer movie.
I love when they call right away.
Sam, talk to us. What's going on with this Dahmer movie? What are they trying to get us to accept? What are the hidden messages?
I got a different question, but I got an answer for that too. You know, they trying to get us to understand these crazy ass white folk that's doing this outlandish, wild ass shit. These I don't want to say nothing crazy, but these motherfuckers, yo. White people, like, white men between the ages of, like, fucking 15 and 48 are, like, United States terrorists, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Because they running around mass shooting up shit, just fucking shit up, bro, on a regular basis, bro.
Man, I hear you, man. Yeah, it's definitely some psychopathic, sociopathic behavior happening in this country on the very top level, for sure. What other question did you have, brother?
I just got finished watching an interview with Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah.
And you know, him and Mike Epps was beefing and shit, but they cool now. They done rectified all the bullshit.
Right.
And it just made me really look at, like, why the fuck can white men, white women, and other races for the most part get money and quietly beef with motherfuckers? Why we always gotta be fucking problematic and fucking up the money on an open scale?
Right. You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, because we're pawns, bro. So at the end of the day, we're not the shot caller. As powerful as Kevin Hart is, and as powerful as Mike Epps are, they're still glorified employees on some level. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So everybody don't have a mind to be the boss. I'm not saying that them two don't have a mind, because Kevin Hart, in my opinion, is the most important comedian in the history of comedy when you put it in the scope of being a complete artist with the business included. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and he does a great job of staying away from beefs. But I just think sometimes people don't think about being a part of things bigger than themselves. It's really about how they feel and what they want the world to view them as. And when niggas are in competition, it becomes a game, and that's exactly what it is. Niggas be in competition. And when you get to a certain level of visibility, it's no longer a competition. I feel like now it's a responsibility. Now you got to show niggas how to work to get to where you are.
Exactly.
It ain't about the petty bullshit that niggas be on. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. But you know
shit.
You know what time it is now, G. If you want to roast.
Let me interject. Let me say one more thing on that topic, though. I think a major part of it is that black people are the voice of truth.
Definitely.
We find it difficult to not be truthful.
Right. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So if we got a fucking problem, we not good at masking that shit on any aspect, bro. Like, and I think even with the hatred from slavery and all of that shit, I think that shit is really a hatred of just, these motherfuckers are spiritual, truthful motherfuckers, yo.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Even the crimes we commit, they're not words, but they're truthful expressions of our circumstance. They're honest reactions to how we're being treated and what we don't have. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, I think that's a very insightful thing you just said, man. We should probably dig more into that, man, because that's a great topic. Last thing, is there anybody you want to roast, man? If so, have at it.
I ain't, it's all love with y'all motherfuckers, man. I don't know who the chick that ain't got no face on that motherfucker, man.
That's me, Sarah.
In every podcast that I watch, it's always a motherfucker that'll never be on camera.
That's hilarious. Where you calling from, G?
Oh, bro, this Slim, man. This Slim, bro. I'm calling from Virginia, man.
Virginia, man. We appreciate you, Slim, man. Keep calling in, man. Love and respect. And if I owe you something, get it from God. God. Next caller.
That's hilarious. The mystery wig.
All you hoteppers, yeah. Why he had a Latin chick on camera, but not the black woman?
It's my choice.
Thank you.
It's my choice.
They want to put me on bullshit because I'm light skinned. They think they could just say anything. Any of you hotep niggas is welcome to run up. You welcome, nigga. Test it out. Make sure I'm really what I say I am, nigga.
Oh, whatever. Oh my goodness. Did I actually?
Yeah, okay.
You know what? The caller said something. Slim said something interesting on how.
Someone said my wig come with titties. I'm sorry.
We're gonna put some titties in that chair. We're gonna find. Hey,
Titties are coming.
If a junior high shop teacher could buy a titty vest, we can.
You get titties, girl.
And we're gonna find a titty vest. I promise you that. I promise you that.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny.
You were saying?
That he said something interesting about how he said it in a different way, but that we're trying to normalize this kind of fuckery.
Right.
I can't open it. I'm sorry. I'm coming on the phone. I'm coming to you.
Because then, oh no.
There we go.
Hey, thank you for calling Kraig Facts. Your name?
Oh, my name's Kevin, man.
Hey, Kevin, talking to the phone, buddy. You sound distant.
Okay, do you hear me now?
A little bit better. It's still low.
You
though.
at work?
He cheating on his wife and decided to call the show.
We appreciate you.
Where you calling from, Kev?
Man, I'm in Utah right now, but I come from Cali, man. I moved out here a couple years ago.
Man, you safe? You all right? Nigga, did the Mormons kidnap you? What the fuck you doing in Utah, man?
I had problems over there. I had to get about that gang character.
Oh, yeah, I feel you. I've been on the run once before. I know how I go. Utah's the perfect place to run to, man. So, yeah, man, be safe out there, brother. Talk to us about this Dahmer situation, man. You think they trying to – what hidden messages you think that they have in this series?
Man, I got a different view of this, man. So I think that kind of that might be the surface message, the crazy white boys, the sadistic motherfuckers. My girl had it on, and I've been watching it. I'm like, I think this thing is like it's like propaganda, man.
Right.
I think this thing is it's more about it's trying to cause more division between black law enforcement.
Okay.
How it's feeling like, because every time he's in a poor area, you know what I mean. The people are calling police ain't coming to check up on you, you know what I mean? It's like trying to cause more division.
Right.
And break the trust between the already lacking trust that we don't have, you know what I mean, between black people and the police. It's kind of like it's like flaming like a gassing like a race
right.
A race war.
Man, I definitely see those. I definitely see your point on causing further division between black people and law enforcement. And I can also see the race thing as well. I mean, anytime that law enforcement has all of the evidence they need to solve the crime, all of the proof, and just because this is a white man and a black man that's gay, they don't solve the crime. I know niggas who have. My uncle was doing life in prison right now in Maricopa County. Wow. I can't tell you all the circumstances, but I tell you this: he had 2 conspiracy cases. He called a conspiracy case for being a drug kingpin in the early '80s. He did almost 10 years. He got out and caught another conspiracy case, and the second conspiracy case was only because of the type of cars he drove. He drove a
What?
Bentley, and there was an off-duty police officer that followed him to his house because he just couldn't get why this nigga was driving a Bentley, and he started watching my uncle for like a year.
Damn.
And he never quite caught him doing anything, but there was enough to, you know what I'm saying,
Circumstantial.
Incriminating.
circumstance to give him a conspiracy case. When he first caught the Cage family, they offered him 10 years again. He fought it because he knew they had no evidence. When he lost the case, it went from 10 years to life.
What?
He's doing life in prison on a conspiracy case
Bro, that cop,
What?
in Maricopa County. So I'm telling you, man, this brother right here is onto something with this with what he just said. Hey, man, you know what time it is, family. Is there anybody on the network you want to roast? If so, have at it.
I got Kraig. Kraig, you inspired Crayola to invent the skin color crayon.
skin color right now.
A little bit louder so the people can hear you. Okay, I hear the layers. He got the layers in his shit. So I know he got some more thunder for me, man. You got more?
Nah, not right now, man.
Hey, man. Okay, well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for supporting. Hey, man, stay in Utah. Stay out the way, man. I hope everything work out for you, brother. Love and respect. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Hey, thank you for calling Kraig Facts. Your name?
Isaac.
Hey, Isaac, talk to us, man. What are the hidden messages in this Jeffrey Dahmer series?
Oh man. So, I mean, with that, like, old girl over there, she was on point. About what was going on, but I think what she was forgetting to mention too, like, he was trying to eat the victim so they would stay connected with him. He had the issue with people, leaving and abandonment issues. But the weird part about it though is, people like this, they glorify and they show their faces, and there's people out there who support these type of people.
Right.
And I just don't get, like, when the Boston bombings happened, they didn't want to show those people's faces because they didn't want them to get the recognition.
Right.
So my whole thing is, like, are they trying to really, like, make a soft spot because, with all the LGBTQ shit going on, and, kind of like make people mad for no reason, because I don't get why they even show some shit like this in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing there's nothing educational about it. You can read all the shit that you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But are you trying to promote it at the same time too? Like,
I
I
think
mean,
so.
I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, no, I just wanted to say that. That's all.
I mean, that's a great point, man. I think that you're definitely on to something, man. Now you know what time it is. We're gonna open up the floor. Is there anybody in the network you want to roast? If so, have at it.
Yeah, I do. They ain't there right now, but if the one lost weight, he looked like Kevin on stage.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God, he won.
That is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
DeJuan on stage.
The one on stage, yes.
That
GOS, baby.
They are polar opposites, but the same. Hey, man,
I know.
I appreciate you, man. And if I owe you something, get it from God. God. Next caller.
Call from
Eddie.
Eddie, what's going on? Eddie, talk to us. What are the hidden messages in this Jeffrey Dahmer film?
I don't know if they got hidden messages, but I just think that the shit so crazy is that you put Jeffrey Dahmer on TV and you gave him light, but you didn't give Henrietta Lech anything. And without Henrietta Lech, we wouldn't even have ibuprofen. We wouldn't have Tylenol. We wouldn't have anything. So it's just ironic that they put that out there and didn't put something out there that people, not black, not white, not green, not yellow, but actual people could use.
Right.
That's the news that you can positively use. Second, on the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, you got to think he committed the right crime at the right time in the 80s.
Right.
You know, I don't know how old you guys are, but do you know the stigma that went along with being gay in the 80s?
AIDS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then imagine being black and gay in the 80s. That was
Right.
the perfect crime.
Right. Yeah, where was
That's why they didn't pay attention. That's why they didn't investigate it, because you killing gay black men. Black men don't even like, at that time, black men didn't even like other, didn't like a black gay man. So you can only imagine what a white man that was his job to solve a crime about a gay black man. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, this movie is, or this series is a gay Lifetime film.
It is.
This is trying to make people feel sorry for gay people.
Gay serial killers, to be specific.
Gay serial
Yeah.
Or they trying to make the connection between gay rights and black rights.
He loved the blacks. He killed them. That's the ones he wanted to kill.
But no, do you hear what the brother just said? He said they're trying to make the correlation. They're trying to conflate the lines between black rights and gay rights. They're trying to make it the same. They're trying to, in a way, piggyback our shit. That is a great observation, bro.
They always hijack the black agenda. Anybody can be a part of hijacking the black agenda and twisting it for their own purposes. And I mean, that's one thing. It's almost like that Black Power movement should have been copyrighted.
Right. Oh yeah.
If they had some type copyright infringements or something to keep everybody from putting their hands in it and twisting it, everybody is eating off the black contribution to civil rights. And we always the end at the totem pole. Again, you made a movie about a white serial killer cannibal.
Right.
Let that sink in.
Oh yeah, no,
cannibal.
Yeah, that's incredible. Hey man, you always call with top-notch motherfucking feedback. We love and appreciate you for that, brother. We're gonna open up the floor. Oh, we're gonna open up the floor for you.
I don't want to roast, but I do got an idea, Kraig. Don't you know how you doing the comedy roast off and you having people do the comedy roast off?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever thought about doing that with bars?
With like rappers?
Yes, sir. Like
of
the
course.
people that watch the show.
Yeah, hell yeah, I do both. Shit, let's run it.
That shit is dope, Kraig.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Hey, if you got bars, we're gonna have a bar off too.
You have a bar.
Look, me and my guy, we writing shit now. We came up with the idea last night, and I'm like, the next time I call into the show, I'll run it by Kraig and see what he say. And if he rock with it, nigga, get your bars ready.
I rock with it. I'm gonna let you moderate it too, man.
Basement bars.
So we're gonna talk again.
Shit.
I'm gonna let you moderate it, man. So we're gonna put it together, man. So make sure you inbox me, man. And I had my assistant reach out to you. We'll figure it out.
No problem, man. Salute to everybody on the show. Shout out to that fine ass wig and that chair. I need the number.
Yeah. Hey, baby, you know how I go down. We let the wig hang, baby.
Hey, man.
Look, ask the wig if she like a country nigga.
Ooh, a big old cornfriend with her, baby. Hit her up.
You 6'2", about 230.
Get her,
wait
Eddie.
a minute. I'm single. Okay.
Get her, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Eddie trying to get some pussy. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, check me out on Instagram. You see how I look.
Okay, Eddie, what's your Instagram, Eddie?
Mr. Down and Burn one.
There we go. We got it. I got to take this call. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Eddie, I like that nigga shooting his shot.
Okay. That's right. That's
So
right.
I want to fuck the wig.
Okay. I need to put a pussy under that
I'm
wig
fuck
over
the
there.
wig. So I'm gonna fuck the wig and kill it, and they gonna make a movie about that.
Okay.
The wig killer.
The wig
I kill the pussy and the wig's pussy.
killing them all.
Shoot to the stars.
Oh, shoot to the sky.
That's a long ass name, nigga.
Nigga, first you said shoot to the star. Now you say it's a long ass name. Fuck you, Kraig.
Where you calling from, brother?
From the mill where the bullshit went down.
Hey, why not? We got okay. So how old are you? Are you old enough to remember this shit when it was going down?
Hell no, I'm 26, but my OG claims she ran into him though.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
What's ironic, because, you know, the mill is small. It's a lot of people who had, you know, his wishes about what he did and who ran into him and little stories here and there. But to say that, you know, it's like, well, how does the family feel about this? And furthermore, there was like, this isn't the first movie. I saw the first movie.
Right.
So to add on to what everybody else was saying, you know, what is the agenda? What are they trying to convey? It has to be some type of propaganda or, you know, like a scare tactic, you know, to make people feel a certain type of way, you know, get us paranoid again. Because honestly, comparing the old movie to this one, this shit is way more graphic. I couldn't make it through this one.
Yeah, I can't watch it, man. And let me tell you something. It's, as far as agendas are concerned and hidden messages, the Dahmer shit is not that different than the Woman King.
What?
It's not that different. It still has hidden messages of disrespect towards black men.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? On multiple levels. If you line those two movies up side by side, there'll be a lot of similarities and parallels, you know, when it comes to black men. There's a scene in the Woman King where there's a woman warrior and a male warrior, and they both have a spear in their chest, and they're doing like a tough thing where like soldiers out tough each other, where they're basically both leaning on the edge of the spear, seeing who gives up first, who succumbs to the pain. And they had that sequence happen, and they had the man lose to the woman, and all the women put their hands in the air that they were stronger than the men, and the men kind of put their head. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm glad that you elaborated on that further, because I actually haven't seen that movie now. Yeah, I haven't checked it out.
Go watch it. You're gonna see some parallels. You're gonna see some
for sure. I didn't even realize it was synonymous like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think that they're both LGBTQ movies, man, trying to push that agenda. In my personal opinion, you know. But hey, I could be wrong. Just an observation. But talk to us, man. The forum is open, man. Go ahead and roast anybody you want to roast on the network.
I mean, you came at me reckless when I was trying to show you love with your peeled potato with Down syndrome looking ass.
Yeah. Pew, 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 pew.
Shots fired like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, but Uncle Kraig, I told you fuck with me on the art. I DM'd you. I'm serious. I ain't bullshitting.
Okay, yeah, we gonna make it happen, man. I be having hella niggas hit me, so man, just be patient with me. I'm gonna fuck with you, dog, for real.
For sure. God.
And for all you something, get it from God. God.
But I think it is. I think it's crazy though. If you look at it, too, Niecy Nash hasn't been this hot in all these critically acclaimed movies since she got married to that woman.
Oh wow!
She came on the come up.
Hey, thank you for calling Kraig Facts. Your name?
Ray.
One more time.
It's Ray.
Hey, Ray, where you calling from?
Texas.
Texas. Talk to us, Ray. What do you think about this Dahmer movie? What are the hidden messages in this movie?
I mean, we saw the movie. We saw like one episode of it, and what I was thinking was, why did they put it out at the time that they put it out, like a month before Halloween had started? Are they trying to trigger something off to get started? Right. Is what I got out of it during the timing that they're putting it out, and just how people are so influenced by what we see, by the media and everything. Everyone's talking about it, so that's what I think the message is, so that they could create another Dahmer.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, that's scary.
Wow, yeah.
Damn, that's a great observation. Woo, it could be so many different things, right? Everything sounds like it could be right. Now, let me open the forum. You know what people like to do with me. Do you roast? If so, I'm going to open up the show. Have at it. Roast anybody you want to roast on the network.
No, I don't have no roast.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Congratulations on what y'all doing. We really like what you're doing.
Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. And I always cherish when I have a female caller. I want more females to be a part of what I do, because I like making everybody laugh. You know what I'm saying? And you be safe out there on the road. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Next caller.
That is so.
Call from
Joe, talk to us. The Jeffrey Dahmer series. What's the hidden messaging, in your opinion, behind this thing?
Man, I ain't really see no hidden message, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. Me and my wife was trying to watch it, right? But it was like too gay for me, bro. So I couldn't even really like make it all the way through. You know what I'm saying?
What happened? So, what part made you turn the shit off? Like exactly what was going on?
The nigga started like kissing a mannequin and doing all type of weird shit, and I'm like, man, yeah, this too far. You know what I'm saying? it had a lot of down moments for me, like.
Right.
It was like it was like too many boring parts. You know what I'm saying?
What if it was a womankin he was kissing?
A womankin.
What if it had titties and ass?
The episode was good though, but it's like
Damn, I feel you, man. So the mannequin.
I fuck with the show though. I fuck with the show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Big girl with the red hair. You know she cool. I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? You give motherfuckers chances. I'm not trying to roast nobody because I ain't got no face. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be fair for me to just go in.
Oh, no, fuck it. Have at it. Have at it, nigga. We don't give a fuck.
I mean, man, you got the motherfucking the Nickelodeon nose. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, my God.
gone though, man.
Hey,
I love you, Kraig.
Hey, we love you too, man. I appreciate you, man. Fuck you, nigga. Nigga love you enough. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Next caller.
That is hilarious.
Motherfucker said, I got the Nickelodeon nose. That was funny.
And we're about to go off of.
This is God.
Hey, did you say Mrs. God? Nigga God? What you mean, Mrs. God? Are you married to Nigga God?
Man,
Or what's going on?
This is God, man. I'm tired of everybody texting me and calling me saying Kraig owe me something, and they told me to get in contact with me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep getting in contact with me. Talking about, hey, Kraig said get it from God. Now that I owe a whole bunch of people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, God, talk to us, family. What are the hidden messages? What are the hidden messages in this Dahmer shit?
Oh man, hey, the hidden message, man, at the end of the day is Jeffrey Dahmer, he just like that black meat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why he went to the chocolate factory and he was trying to get that black meat, so at the end of the day, I guess it must have been so good he wanted to taste the inside.
It's the sweet one.
It's a crazy situation. I think he was probably related to one of them praying mantises or something. Don't they have sex and then eat their partner?
I think so. I know Black Widows do it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. Hey, that's a great theory. We've heard about 5 or 6 different theories. All of them can be true. Hey, that's great, bro. Well, I'm gonna let you have the floor. You already started roasting a nigga. Have at it. Roast who you want to roast on the network.
Man, I just want to shout out Long Beach, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Belmont Shore, Long Beach.
Straight out.
So shout out to you, man. I've been watching your journey and everything, Kraig. So just big ups for you, just staying solid, staying in the game, and everything. I like the little fake Darlene. She cool. She cool. The little bootleg Darlene, added to the show. And then the Miss Lady over there, she trying to show her real self. She like, I'm just a wig and some glasses. And a lot of women ain't true about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like some women is just cheap. You know what I'm saying? That woman is just wig and glasses. You know what I'm saying? It's nice that she know her. You know what I'm saying? It's nice that she know herself.
Hey, there we go. That's funny as shit, man.
Hey, Kraig, before I leave, man, hey, please tell him to get it from the devil, man, because I'm talking you short, man. Stop telling him to get it from God, man. Tell him to get it from the devil or something, man.
Hey,
at least until January.
I appreciate that, man. Dope caller. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Let's call it. Hey, y'all, we going to Caffeine. Make sure y'all cross over to the Caffeine app, man. We're going to shut down the YouTube link now and go over to Caffeine, man. Check us out on Caffeine. Go